Uh-huh. A post-carnival chat. Well, that's a good thing, you know. I see. I wonder what is this saucy conversation about. Well, our program, Sexplosion. Well, what I'm doing right now to let the listening audience know, although we are live on power102fm.com, I'm also live on TikTok and my YouTube channel, Dr. Raj, the sexologist. So we have a larger audience this afternoon. So we'll be handling different topics tonight. Well, this evening. So let's see what's happening. So first of all, how was your carnival? Well, I know that you're out there at the savannah and whatnot for the bacchanal. Well, that's great. Pushing our music is very important. I believe in that, and I think that we should always be pushing our flag and our music at all times out there. That's why I like people to know that Dr. Raji, sexologist, is based in Trinidad, and we're here to answer your questions no matter where you are in the world, because there are lots of people who I have suddenly discovered TikTok, and it's doing wonders for me. Um, I got 1 million views in a couple of days for one topic. Another topic, I got another 1 million views. So that's a good thing. And when we're dealing with Trinidad and Tobago, we're dealing with a few thousand, and sometimes we might by tens of thousands. But when you talk about 1 million, that's a different kettle of fish. A global reach, that's right. That's right. Reaching countries far and wide. Persons reaching out to me from far and wide, not only because of the information I'm putting out there, but because of the things that I do to help people. So, that is something that they're looking for also. Apparently, there's not much persons out there who are helping persons with their sexual dysfunction. Sometimes a person has a sexual dysfunction, like even in Trinidad, and they'll go to their GP, their general practitioner, their medical doctor, and the medical doctor is not equipped to deal with those things. So they may give them a tablet and tell them, go ahead and use this, and this is something that is going to assist you. But it's not necessarily the case. It may not be something that is going to work, that's something that is going to work for that particular patient. And in sexology, we don't look at the medical aspect of it alone. Now, of course, I'm not a medical doctor, and I make that very clear to everyone. I'm not a medical doctor. I have my PhD in applied health studies with a specialty in sex, gender, and sexuality, and I'm a sexologist. I'm also a sex therapist. So when persons come to me, I don't pretend to do anything with medical stuff, because if there's anything medically related, you have to go and see your doctor about that. But once it comes to the sexual functions of individual, that's what I deal with. And that's something that a lot of people need information on in order to help themselves and help their partner and their relationship. So even on the radio program, I've been doing this radio program, got in 23 years now. And well, of course, we had a little break in between with COVID and all that. But 23 years I've been on the air, and I always maintain that to my listening audience, that I am not a medical doctor. I deal with sex. I'm a sexologist, and I deal with things from a very practical point of view and a very practical perspective. So persons who contact me, no matter where they are in the world, I make that very clear. First of all, I have to make sure they're legal age, because you have all kind of characters out there. Sometimes you have a young person getting in touch with you and trying to pretend that they're older than they are. But the amazing thing about it, Mac Daddy? The amount of young guys that are on TikTok and all these other social media thing, and they have a liking to me or whatever, and they want to show their body parts. And I'm like, no, 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 don't show me anything. Show me your ID first. It's frightening. I don't know why the younger generation thinks that they could just whip out their penises and whip out their breasts and vagina and show it to you. It is. It is. It is a new norm. It is something that anybody could just do, and they don't think of the consequences. I mean, in our days, we'll think of the consequences if we wore pants that had a rip on it. you know. So it's a different world, and I understand it well, and I appreciate the new world, and I appreciate the things that people do, but I don't want to get caught up in that web, because you could get caught up very easily and end up in a lot of problems, especially dealing with the younger folks who have no scruples. I'll give you an example. A question that is always asked, that has been asked of me over the last 20, 25 years is, what is love? Right? Answering a question as to what is love is not an easy answer. If you've never been in love, you would not know how to describe it. So if someone is to ask a person who has never been in love, how is that person going to answer that question? They cannot answer the question. And even the person who is in love, it's difficult for the person to put it in words, to give a description for another person to understand what they're feeling. Right? But with the young generation, they use the word love as though it's it's nothing. They call you love, they call you darling, they call you, and they will tell you they love you. But love has a very strong meaning to it. And I'm not talking about the LUV, I'm talking about LOVE. So we understand the beauty of love. We understand the feelings that you get from being in love. We understand what happens to a person when they see someone that they're in love with, how they feel when they see that person or they're talking to that person on the phone. But texting I love you to someone and saying I love you is two different things. And now with the younger generation and the way the world has become, it's easy for someone to say I love you because they're doing it via text, they're doing it via other medium, but it's not coming from the heart. So you understand what I'm talking about here? Mark? I think he just went. Where did he go? Oh, he's reconnecting. Okay, we have a little technical difficulty here. What happened here? So, when someone just uses that word blase, I love you, or love, what is the meaning of that? You need to check this. Technical people, get your hands on deck on that. You're cutting off half my head, eh? You sure? All right. I have seen half my head. Well, if you have some questions from TikTok, we could answer it. You go ahead and ask the questions.
Okay. I don't need this because you can hear my hair.
Yeah, you go ahead. You talk.
Yeah. Okay, so following up with what you said with love, right?
Uh-huh.
We're talking about love here. Do you think that if your partner asks for a threesome, a lot of people have the differences when it comes to threesomes, as in if the partner asks for a threesome.
If that is love?
If that is love, yeah.
No. Sex is not
No.
love. Sex is an endorsement of love. But sex is not love. You could pay for sex.
Right.
Any person can have sex with anyone else once there's an attraction, once there's an erection, once there's a vagina available and a penis available, or anus available and a penis available. That is sex. Sex is not love. So when people equate sex with love, it's not real. Sex is an endorsement of love. I love you, let we having sex. You feel differently when you're having sex with somebody that you love as opposed to somebody that you don't love. So let's say you go and pay a prostitute to have sex. Right? There's no love in that. So when you pay a prostitute for sex, what are you doing? You are just paying for a vessel to relieve yourself. That's what you're paying for. So whether you have oral sex, vaginal sex, anal sex, it doesn't matter. It's a vessel. It's like you going to masturbate, but instead of masturbating now, you have someone that you can have sex with so there can be some feelings. So I'm just pausing a minute here because I need to connect to Power 102. My IT person. Why is this not connecting?
It just came up a little that the Wi-Fi unstable. Something like
Oh,
that.
maybe our Wi-Fi. Oh.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi.
Okay, we'll see. So when you what we were talking about the act of
Threesomes.
no. Well, we're not getting into threesome yet. We're talking about sex.
Okay.
When you talk about sex, sex is a physical act. When you are in love with someone and you decide to have sex with that person, there's an enjoyment of sex. There's a fulfillment that you get from sex. So sex is like it's like what I like to describe it as not semen, cement that binds a relationship together.
Right.
So if it's great sex, you feel good about the person. If it's bad sex, you don't feel good about the person. You start questioning the sexual act and how it was. But if it is you're having sex with someone and it's good sex and it's someone that you love, there's a certain amount of chemistry, there's a certain amount of action, there's things that are happening to you that you feel deep inside of you. So the act becomes different. It's not just a physical act. So if you go and pay a prostitute to have sex or pay a gigolo to have sex, what you're doing there is just having sex for the fulfillment of your desire. It's not I am having sex because I am in love with this person. I am attracted to the person, yes, because this is the person I'm paying to have sex with. There must be some sort of attraction. But the actual act is just to fulfill a desire that you have. Whereas with someone that you're in love with, you are actually having sex with that person to endorse your relationship, to make things stronger, to make things better. So that's why sex is important in a relationship, but it is not the most important thing. What is most important in a relationship is the relationship itself. That is what is most important. The relationship and the things that you do to strengthen your relationship as you go along. So when persons ask for a threesome now, what are they asking for a threesome for? Why would a person ask you to do a threesome?
They want someone else. They want to feel somebody else. That is the most people.
They want a threesome because of a fantasy that they have, first of all. A man will want a threesome because his threesome, more than likely, is two girls and himself. So it is a fantasy that he has. It is something that he has developed a taste for, whether he saw it in pornography or he heard about it or he read about it. So that's why he wants to have a threesome. Correct?
Correct.
Good. But does it strengthen your love for him?
No.
Does it strengthen his love for you?
No.
Well, right. So it is a sexual act. Now he might say, oh, I love the woman more because she just give me this and she just give me that.
Right.
But what if you now come and say, here what, darling, you want to have a threesome, no problem, but I want to have two guys and me.
Right.
What's going to happen?
Which,
Connected.
sorry,
What's going to happen then?
I don't
Problems.
think men does not really want to.
Well,
give
right,
so
that is
much
problem
threesome.
because the first thing he's going to say, this guy is challenging my my domain.
Right.
He's
That's true.
he's stepping in my realm. He's going to be with the woman that I love. All of a sudden, love comes in there, you know.
Right.
Right? So, and look, another person says something here. He wanted to see a man have sex. Well, sex with me. He was my husband. There's some men who enjoy seeing their wives have sex with another man.
Right.
But how many men are like that? Very few. So not everyone who says they want to do a threesome means they want to do a threesome, to strengthen their love or strengthen what they have with their partner. They want to have a threesome for sexual fulfillment. And not everyone could handle a threesome. Not every person could handle a threesome. A threesome is something, I have seen many relationships destroyed because of a threesome.
Right.
Because what happens if it is something, let's say for example, it's a threesome with a guy and two women. And suddenly the women realize that they click it off and things are good with both of them. What's going to happen? They are going to meet on the down low, on the sly, without the
yeah,
guy.
That's true. That's true. I've seen it happen.
Right. And that's going to cause a problem in the relationship. Another scenario. The guy now realizes that this woman does do more sexually than his woman, his girlfriend or his wife, the
Right.
person who he's in love with. Suddenly he's fallen in love with this other person because he's lusting after the person. So you can have more harm than good in having a threesome. But you must be able to differentiate what it's going to do for you, how it is going to impact upon you, your mind, and your relationship. And that is what you have to always keep to the forefront of your mind. How is this going to impact upon me? Any other question?
Someone asked for advice on long distance. If you think that is a good idea.
Long distance
Long
relationship,
distance
of course.
relationships.
Long distance relationship now is no longer long distance. You have phone, you have FaceTime, you have WhatsApp, you have Zoom, you have
I think-
everything.
I think should be referring to the sex aspect.
Well, I'll get in there. Okay, I will use myself as an example, which I always like to do. I was in a long distance relationship with my fiance for 4 years before we got married.
Okay.
I was in Miami, Florida. She was in Trinidad. And we had a long distance relation. And in those days, we used to write letters to one another.
Okay. Right.
Letters used to take days to reach, not days, sometimes weeks to reach. But we kept in touch with one another. Whenever we could afford it, we'd pick up the phone and call each other. And again, she's working. I am a student in school. We have to correlate our time. And when you do get to talk, it might be just for 5 minutes. So you could make a long distance relationship work. But you have to be careful of how you make that relationship work. You have to be careful of what you do.
Right.
You have to know the sexual part of it. Obviously, there's no sex,
Right.
but isn't there things like masturbation and sexting and
Yes.
looking at one another via videos and other devices?
Yeah.
Right. So you can make it work if you want it to. You can make anything work in a relationship, you know. Remember that, you know, you can make anything work in a relationship as long as you want it to work.
Okay.
But not all the time people are willing to commit like that. And that's where the problem is.
So we have another question here. Do you think open relationships
Leave it so.
can do it?
Okay, that's a ticklish question. Open relationship it comes like the threesome.
Okay.
It's the mindset of the individual. It's the mindset of the husband or the mindset of the wife, and what do they define as open relationship? What is an open relationship? Now think about it. Let's say you say I am in an open relationship. You have your husband. Both of you are going to talk to Ruben and find out what's going on. Both of you are going to the cinema on an open relationship.
Right.
Suddenly he see an attractive woman
Right.
and he decide to go and talk to her. But she don't want to go to the cinema. She decide, no problem, I'm willing to talk to you, but let's go have dinner.
Right.
So he tell himself, I'm in an open relationship. I can leave you there and go for dinner.
No.
That's not going to work.
way. No, it's not.
But there are some people who will take advantage of that.
Right.
And that's an extreme case. A person might say, I'm in an open relationship, but if the wife now decides to do something like that, they have a problem with it. There are many men who will tell you, I don't have a problem checking out women, going out with them, having dinner, but if their wife only gone out and stay 1 hour late, they have a problem with that. So how open is the relationship? Open relationship is always a one-way thing. It is good for one person or the other person.
Right. That's true. I believe. Okay. So we have another question.
Somebody says, speak
here.
English, please. Learn to understand English, what I'll tell you.
Okay, so we have another question. How long do you think sex should last?
That is a very good question. Sex should last as long as it takes to satisfy both parties in a full way.
Okay.
Right. If it takes 20 minutes from the initiation of sex, which is the act of foreplay, to a woman having an orgasm, if a man ejaculates within 10 minutes, how is he satisfying her?
The woman, right.
He's not satisfying the woman. So the problem here is he will be satisfied. He may think that he has done the world of good and the woman is there in frustration. There are many women who have had sex with their husband for years and never had an orgasm, never had satisfaction from the relationship. So the length of time you should be having sex is the length of time it takes for the woman to be satisfied. And it includes foreplay, sexual intercourse and interaction, which is oral sex, penetrative sex, fingering, sucking, touching, and afterplay. A lot of times people don't take into consideration what is afterplay. Hugging, kissing, cuddling after you have had sex.
Right. That's true.
And some women get a thrill out of that. But some guys, after they ejaculate, after they break, as we say in Trinidad, they want to go to sleep. They turn their back on the woman.
Yeah, they're done.
They're not interested in hugging and cuddling and kissing up and loving up after that. As a matter of fact, they'll tell you they're too sensitive. But they're insensitive when they do that. Insensitive to the woman's need or needs. Somebody asked, what? Where I got my what?
Where you got your expertise.
Practically, theoretically, in the United States, United Kingdom. I have my qualifications in everything that I talk about. I have a clinic that is going on close to 25 years in Trinidad. I've been treating people all over the world. I had a clinic in Las Vegas. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right. What I enter in there? My name?
The name and the password?
My name?
Yeah, that's like
So you can't put in my name, way?
right.
Well, you should have been doing that. So you're going to the iCloud? I'm asking you, I don't know.
No. He sent a message.
Well, all right.
50,
5-3.
23.
Hold on.
Don't say it out.
Right. No, well, you have to let. If somebody wants to join, you have to let them.
Give it there.
Someone wants to know on the live where in Princestown.
When in
Yeah.
Tento Road in Princestown. That's where I am. Okay, we back on Power 102 also while we're doing the live on TikTok and live on YouTube. Yeah, I apologize for that. I don't know what happened here. So we were answering some questions, some very important questions that were coming on our TikTok live, and things about threesomes and whatnot, and love and relationship and open relationship and whatnot. So I have my assistant here. She will be asking some of the questions also, and we'll be dealing with that. Yes, my office is still open in St. Augustine. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now. Go ahead. Oh. She wants me to touch her legs. Not you.
Okay, so we have another question here. Someone wants to know why is foreplay important?
Foreplay is very important. And foreplay is not only foreplay when you're next to the person. Foreplay could be you at work. You think about your wife. You pick up the phone and you dial the number and say, darling, how are you? This morning when I left you, you were looking so sexy.
Right.
You're looking so sweet. Right? Foreplay is you going home and you stop to buy something that your wife would appreciate. It does not necessarily have to be an expensive bunch of roses. It could be something that she enjoys eating.
Right.
Right? It might be a meal that she would like. You call her and tell her, don't bother to cook, I'm bringing something to eat. That is foreplay because she's going to start thinking, this man cares for me.
Right.
He cares about me, he's thinking about me, and he's actually bringing something for me that I need, I love. So some persons might think it's crazy. I know my wife's favorite fruit, I know what it is.
Okay.
It's a local fruit. It's not an expensive imported fruit. And I will stop and buy that. As a matter of fact, yesterday I bought some for her. Because I know that's what she appreciates. So that is the start of foreplay. Foreplay is not only being next to the person and touching and caressing and kissing and feeling up and hugging and talking in a sultry voice. I mean, you don't talk in this kind of voice when you're going to make love.
That's true.
It's darling, how are you, sweetheart? You know,
right.
I enjoy holding you, your warmth, the
Yeah.
feeling, the smell, right? Now, I tell persons, if your husband leave you home in the morning and you're in a petticoat or a duster and your hair wrap up in curlers and whatnot, that's not how he's supposed to find you when he comes home.
That's
Because
true.
obviously you didn't take care of yourself.
That's
And
true.
it's the same thing with the man. He goes out to work, he's doing whatever he has to do, and when he comes home, before he does anything, even before he pops that bottle of whatever you drink, it might be apple juice or whatever, he goes and takes a shower. So he makes himself presentable to his partner. When you go into the bedroom or wherever it is you decide to have sex, and you don't always have to have sex in the bedroom. And that's another fallacy. A lot of people think that you should only be having sex in the bedroom. That's not the only place you should be having sex. So when you decide to go and have sex with the person, it is the touching, the caressing. If you know she likes a little massage, you give her, that's foreplay. You give her a little massage, you massage her feet, you kiss the areas that are the erogenous zones of that person, and you move forward with things. And sometimes the woman will tell you, you know, darling, let's not have sex tonight, or let's not fuck tonight.
Right.
Let's just hug up, kiss up, cuddle up, and fall asleep in each other's arms.
Right.
And you supposed to be okay with that also. Although you may have a raging hard on, but you don't let your needs supersede the needs of your partner. Now, if she does that 3 consecutive nights, then something is wrong.
Right.
Because then she's being selfish. But she might start thinking, last night I didn't give him anything, but I'll prepare for him tonight. So I'll fix something nice for him. When he comes home, I'll have all night something sexy wearing. I'll make it nice and sexy for him.
Okay, and somebody in the comments is asking for advice basically. The question is, I have a girlfriend, but he doesn't know how to make a move for sex. So he wants advice on that.
Well, that's a serious issue with a lot of young men. First of all, a lot of young men don't know how to approach a young woman because women make it difficult for men. Very difficult. For some reason, women always try to make it difficult for men. Maybe they think it's a challenge, and if the guy really put the effort in, he's worth talking to. I don't know what the reasoning behind it. But the sexual part of it, sex is something that flows in a relationship here. If you are with your girlfriend, right? You're not going to say, hey, I want to have sex.
Right.
You touch the person, you're kissing the person, you get into the mood, and then it flows into a sexual situation. Now, if she doesn't want you to touch her vagina, she's going to move your hand away. But if you are persistent without being abusive, you may realize that she is just doing that to test you, to see how willing you are to do what you need to do for we to have sex.
Right.
So you have to be able to read the person, read the body language, listen to the tone when you're kissing them. Anytime a woman starts to sigh and go, oh, and you're heading towards sex. But if you're kissing her, making love to her, and she's lying there like a piece of board,
Right.
sex ain't going to happen.
Not sure. Could I take a break?
If you want to learn how to take long when having sex, there's a program for that. There's nothing to take. Stop thinking that there's a magic pill to make you last long when you're having sex. Learn to control your PC muscle. Learn to control your sensitivity. Everybody wants a fasting. We live in a fast food environment where everybody wants to take a pill to make love. Everybody wants to take a pill to last long. Come on, guys. There is no magic pill for that. Stop asking, what should I take to last long? Find out, what should I learn to do to last longer in bed, to satisfy my partner? That is what you have to find out. But you know what? A man will pay $300 to buy a bottle of rum and drink. But he wouldn't pay $300 to learn how to last long in bed, which will last your lifetime. And that's the reality of it.
Okay, so we have someone else asking, how do you deal with performance anxiety?
Well, performance anxiety is something that it has to do with the individuals and their personality, right? Now, if you are a nervous person by nature, you're going to have performance anxiety. If you're thinking about performance before you're thinking about what are the things I should be doing to satisfy my partner, to make my partner want to make love, then you take away some of the anxiety off of it. And listen to the woman. Listen to your partner. Listen to the woman moans and groan. Listen to where she puts your hands. And when I say listen, because she'll take your hand and put it on her breast if she wants a breast caress. But you know some men, when she put it up here, he putting it back between her legs.
Yeah.
Put it on her breast. If you're performing oral sex, if she tell you, no, go to the left, some men want to go to the right.
Yeah.
Go to the left.
Go to the left.
Listen to the woman. The woman knows what it takes for her to feel good. So you listen to her, please. Jamaica is in the house. You know, Jamaica is my favorite island in the Caribbean. I'm sorry for St. Lucia. I like all those other islands, but I love Jamaica for some reason. I guess it's the first place I traveled to. That's why, 1977. That I love Jamaica. I don't believe in installing dominoes, so I wouldn't uninstall dominoes. Go to wherever you got it done. More than likely you got it done in jail, so go and do it there.
Oh my God.
I don't know why one might want to put something in their penis to damage themselves and the woman. They put dominoes in their penis. Okay, think about that. A guy's in prison. Who is he having sex with? Another woman? It's another man. They like rough sex. That is why they put in dominoes. And they're coming out outside now and saying, oh, I put dominoes for you, darling. What dominoes for you, darling?
Okay.
Daryl. I'm waiting for Daryl.
Yes.
Into something else.
You can't find somebody
No,
else.
I have one.
What happened
Oh,
there?
current.
Did we get a dip in current?
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody
Okay.
asked why it's a good thing for stress.
A good thing for stress.
Yeah.
Sex. Sex is the best stress reliever there is. But good sex, not going and break in 2 minutes.
Right.
If you go and break in 2 months and you're making yourself more stressful, if you go to have sex and you ejaculate prematurely, what you're doing there, you are stressing out yourself. But if you're having sex and you make proper love and you perform oral sex and you suck the vagina well, and no, when I say suck the vagina, some fellas feel sucking the vagina. This, that is not what I'm talking about, you know. I'm talking about licking the labia, right? Licking the inside of the vagina before you get to the clitoris. What if you rush it and the woman is not satisfied? You stressing out yourself more. And for those of you just asked the question of how to get in touch with me, 1-868-740-1961. That's my personal cell phone number, which no one else answers. A woman asked me that. She said, afraid to talk to you on WhatsApp because I know if your wife will answer. My wife don't answer my phone. I have my phone 24/7 with me. If my phone is ringing home and I don't have it with me, she'll pick it up like this and say, darling, your phone ringing. We live a civilized life, you know. We don't answer each other phone and those kind of things. That is for little children.
Okay, so we have another question here. This one is an interesting one. Why doesn't my husband ejaculate when we have sex?
He's not stimulated enough. What's that? No. No. They recorded, but not live. We're still live.
Okay.
Right. Ejaculation has to do with your level of stimulation. Ejaculation has to do with how much excitement there is in the act that you're doing. Right, start back, right? So, the reason why a person ejaculates is because they reach a crescendo. Now, some men cannot reach a crescendo because the woman is not into it. The vagina is very wet. There's no friction in the vagina. The penis is not turgid enough. So there are a number of reasons why a man would not ejaculate. So you can't blame the woman alone and you can't blame the man. You have to find out what are the reasons and what is happening. Right? What is happening? And then you will understand. You want me to show you my abilities? Believe me, if I show you my abilities, it will blow your mind, and you might go mad. Believe me when I tell you that. Right. So these people are jokers, you know. They feel like doing this thing today, you know.
Right.
The practical knowledge I have, you'll never have that in your life. In your life, you wouldn't have that in your whole lifetime. And I did things before I was 20, the experience that I have. So, what I'm going to tell you. Right. So, if a man is unable to ejaculate, it has to be the connection that he's having with his partner. Physical, mental, and emotional. And if it is physical, it has to do with the vagina, it has to do with the penis. If it's mental, it has to do with his mind. And if it's emotional, it has to do with the relationship. So those are the reasons a man will not ejaculate with a woman. And she's not a little girl, eh? This is a woman. A woman. Some idiots out there, you know, some real idiots. She's doing her work. Show them how much of a woman you are. Right? Oh, good. Check out that rump. Yes.
Right, that's not a little girl.
That's somebody you can handle.
Okay, someone that is 53 years old who is going through menopause and she wants some advice.
53 years of age and you're going through menopause, you have to balance your hormones. You have to start controlling these things that are happening to you. So there are supplements that you can use. There's something called natural hormone balance that you can use that will help you to overcome those hot flashes that you're getting and all those things. But during menopause, a woman is not tuned into sex. And that's where the difficulty comes in with her partner. She is not into sex. And he may be still into sex, and that is where the problem comes in.
Okay. All right. We have another question.
The purpose of the woman in the back is for you to ask what is the woman purpose in the back.
Oh, Lord.
She has her work to do, you know. She's handing me things here, you know. Oh, don't.
Okay, what are
Exactly. Those are newbies who don't know me. They don't know about the angel. They don't know about the archangel. They don't know about the things that we used to do on radio live. They don't know, but they'll learn. You go ahead, darling.
Okay. What are your thoughts on age difference?
Age difference is a serious issue. And I want you to think carefully about age difference. Women mature much quickly than men, faster than men. So you have a lady who is 54 years of age and she's with a younger man, right? Mm-hmm. The guy will be okay with that. The woman is okay with that. I'm not disputing that. But there are going to be changes in the body that is going to take place with the woman, be it with menopause and other things. And is this man willing, as a 35-year-old man now, to still be with her? And it's the same thing with an older man. If you are a young girl with an older man, you have to understand that the maturity of this man, you may not be able to communicate with him at certain levels. Mm-hmm. You may not be able to satisfy him, because what it takes to satisfy a man who have had many different experiences and his maturity, you may not be able to do that as a young girl or a young woman. So you have to take those things into consideration. I'm not saying it can't work, you know. It could work as long as both persons are willing to make it work. Right? So, if you are willing to make it work, it could work. But know that there's an age difference and things are going to change as you get older. The man is going to change and the woman is going to change. The man is going to go through andropause, the woman is going to go through menopause. Andropause is reversible, menopause is not reversible. Understand these things, please.
Okay, so someone wants to know what is the best type of toy for someone who hasn't used one before.
A vibrator, a simple vibrator. A simple vibrator. Don't go, everybody wants to get the rose and everybody wants to get the jackrabbit. Just get a simple vibrator. A 4-inch or a 6-inch vibrator that is soft, one that has a curve at the top that could reach your G-spot, and that's all you need. It's cheap. A simple vibrator could cost you anywhere between $150 to $300. That's all you need to start with. And then you can buy others and add it on as you go along. Don't forget we have a time limit, so I know.
Right. I think I'm good.
Well, I'm just warning you guys.
Okay, so next question. Why am I not getting pregnant even though my boyfriend doesn't pull out when we have sex?
That there could be a number of reasons for that. The first, most common reason is that his sperm is not strong enough, or he doesn't have enough live sperm to impregnate you. Or you having sex too often, so his sperm is not mature enough to impregnate you. Secondly, you may have cysts, you may have blockages, you may not be releasing eggs, you may have an irregular period that is preventing you from getting pregnant. So there are a number of things that can prevent you from getting pregnant. So that's why you have to come for consultation. You see, sometimes people has asked me, they'll send me one thing, hey, I can't get pregnant. How come? How the hell I go to? You have to tell me about yourself and your partner. We have to do some tests. We have to find out if you have enough sperm to get you pregnant. Then I'll tell you how come. Don't send me one little line and expect me to answer your questions. It's impossible. If you are a patient of mine, if you are in the clinic, there are things that we can do to test you, to test your partner, and to see if things will work. But you cannot stay at home, text me a message and say, Dr. Raj, I can't get pregnant. What's wrong? I will tell you, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know you, A from Adam. So how can I answer your question? Where is this?
No,
No, I don't know.
that's somebody that wants to go live with you. No, we don't want that.
Why? Next thing is a nice woman.
Yeah, but it would just disrupt the
I used to listen a long time ago with my mom, and I was 16 years old at the time. Well, I know a lot of you have been listening to me for the last 23 years. I have been on the air since what year was that was, right? Not 1999, 2001. Right? So if you count 2001 to now, 23 years I've been on the air live. So a lot of you grew up with me. A lot of you have listened to me with your earbuds or earphone in your ears under the blanket or wherever, hiding to listen to me. And I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. My partner is 73 and I'm 42. We together for 18 years. Congratulations. And Candice says now she's 33. So you see that? 33 minus 16 is what? 17 years. Wow. Thank you, Candice. I love it. I like to have clients, not clients, fans like that. You are the ones who make me, I don't make myself. The fans are the ones that make me.
Okay, someone wants to know if they could get pregnant while on their period.
It's possible to get pregnant while you're on your period. Because some women, their body is always releasing eggs. And some sperm could survive at the back of the cervix and you could get pregnant, but it's not high, there's a low probability of that happening. I think she could put her leg here. If they want to see more, they could see that. Put her leg here, down here. Oh, sit down on top, she. Ooh. Sit down right on top of her. But you have to bend over, the breast have to come by me. Look at that. The angels live. Imagine that. Sherry says, could I answer about, Guyana is in the house. Pleasant good evening to all the Guyanese in the house. The age difference that is workable is the understanding between both parties. Whether it be, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. You want to show more of her? Ooh, what's going on there? I like that. I go stop program now. I know about all. I stop in program. Oh, let me get back to the program, yeah? I'm a sexologist, I remember that. And a sex therapist. I'm allowed. I'm sure if my wife watching this too. Go ahead. Oh, you all go on. Hey, she joined TikTok just to watch me, not to monitor me. She like how it's going on TikTok. That's the support I have. How many of you have a wife like that? Or could have a wife like that? You have no questions, Gil?
Yeah, looking for
You have me,
questions
you have me
from
searching.
people.
You have me searching.
So somebody asks, can you use morning after on the third day?
Why do you think they call it the morning after pill? It's to be used the morning after, not on the third day. And nobody should be using the morning after pill as a contraceptive. You are going to mess up your body if you continue to do that. The morning after pill was never meant to be used as a contraceptive. It was meant to be used by persons who made mistakes, and the next morning they hold in their head and they're bawling, and they go in the pharmacy and say, "Oh God, I feel like getting pregnant last night I had sex." Here's a pill. But it's not supposed to be used as a contraceptive. Please. Somebody say speak in English, please. Well, where you from? V, where you from?
Okay, and I guess you'd follow up question with what is the best option for birth control?
It depends. Some persons, if you're taking the pill for birth control, remember you have to take it for at least 1 month before you can have unprotected sex, meaning you still have to use a condom for 1 month. Those who use condoms, they are okay with it. Some guys don't have a problem with using condoms. Some women don't have a problem with using condoms. But there are some women who are allergic to latex condom. So you will have to find out what's best for you. But in my opinion, what is best is what works for you and what you're comfortable with. Yes, I do one-on-one session of online. Of course. That's why I have clients all over the world. They contact me online, they pay their fees, and we do our consultation. We do whatever we have to do. I have files upon files of foreign clients all over the world. So you can contact me from anywhere in the world. And if you need to contact me again, my number is 1-868-740-1961. And if I'm not moving as vibrant as I used to move, I have a stiff neck. And it's not because I take a Viagra and stick in my neck. No, it's not that. It's not that.
Okay, so someone said it's been 6 years since tying my tubes. Can I still get pregnant?
Tubal ligation is a serious thing. There are some women who have had tubal ligation, which is tying their tubes, and it reattaches itself. There are some women who have had tubal ligation, and they go to get it reattached, and they never get pregnant after that. So it could be yes, it could be no. We don't know what's going to happen to you once you have tied your tube. So that's up in the air. And that's been very real. Yes, you can get pregnant with polycystic ovaries syndrome and polycystic ovaries. The only problem that you have is that you may not be able to keep the pregnancy because the cyst is there already attached to your body and the fetus is fighting for nutrients. So most persons who have polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovaries will lose the fetus. So get that treated first. We treat that at the clinic also. At the Adult Therapy Center in St. Augustine, Chaguanas, Princestown, and Debye, we treat that also. We get rid of the cysts and we don't use drugs.
Okay, so someone asks, can your partner being unfaithful cause your pH to be thrown off?
If the person picks up something from the other party, yes. Yes, that is likely. Once the person picks up an infection or something from the other person, they will throw off your pH balance. Ooh, I could do programs so way. I like this. Comfy. Don't get jealous there, you know.
I jealous nobody, boy.
You sure? Okay.
When I get bigger, I'll be like you, know.
But you bigger than me?
Somebody's asking, right, on the topic of the birth control. Can you list some of the effects, long-term effects of the morning after pill?
Well, remember it's a pill that interferes with your hormones in your body. Anything that you take that is going to change the dynamics of your body would have long-term effects. You'll have dryness of the vagina if you use it, if you overuse it. You'll lose the ability to get pregnant. and you may have to come off and detox yourself for a certain period of time. You can also get infection very easily. Dryness of the vagina causes that, and also taking something that changes the hormone in the body can cause you to get infection, urinary tract infection, and other things. So there are many other things that can happen to you if you're doing something like that.
And following up with that, we have somebody, a young lady is asking what is the best contraceptive to take.
Well, that's what I said. It depends on the person. If you're allergic to condom, I can't tell you to use a condom. If you're using the pill and you're allergic to the pill, I can't tell you to use the pill. You have to find out what works best for you. You have to talk to your doctor. You have to try it out for a period of time and then see how it works for you. But do not use the morning after pill as a contraceptive method. It's not meant to be. And there's also the copper tea that you can insert in the vagina. There are so many things that you can use now. There's so many things that you can use. You don't have to take the pill. You don't have to use condom. Go talk to your doctor. Talk to your gynecologist. They will advise you on that. I am a sex doctor. I will want to tell you how to have sex, not what to put us to prevent it.
About the business.
Okay. Let's see.
Where you learn to count? This is 2023. I started in 2000. You're counting the year 2000 also. People don't know how to count, 2000 is the 0 year. Then you have 2001, 2002, count like that, and you'll realize what I said. And it's still not 21. Way. These people do mathematics, why? Well, arithmetic.
Do you recommend testosterone replacement therapy?
Of course I do. But only if it's done properly. A lot of people do testosterone replacement therapy and they do it on themselves. And they take the wrong testosterone. They don't know what the right testosterone to take. They don't know how to administer it. And they don't know what to do. So if you want to self-administer, because a lot of persons, they will... Stop it. Stop it. You see, I want to concentrate. And the word here is concentrate. Not the first part of the word. I want to concentrate. So when you're playing with her legs and playing with her buttocks and things like that, you kind of divert my attention. What was the question again? Yeah, no, I know what it is. I'm just joking. Some guys, they go and they buy inferior steroids, which is testosterone. They buy testosterone that is coming from countries where it have a lot of heavy metals in the testosterone. And they damage their liver and their kidney. So everybody wants to be an expert and everybody wants to go and buy things and inject themselves because have guys walking around with bags with testosterone, selling it in the gym and whatnot, and saying this is the best one to use and this is the best one to use. But you know what they're doing? They're killing people. They're damaging their kidney, they're damaging their liver. It is not the right thing to do. Talk to an expert. When you want to know these things, speak to an expert. I'm talking into 3 devices, so my voice might go up and down. As long like if I all over the place. No, you could do so, You see, you can do so. I cannot make it. You hold it like, you just hold the thing? How you just hold the boy? Just so. Right. No, don't go your hands so.
Just 2 fingers.
Yeah. What you hold it? A piggy? You just wait. What kind of piggy you just be holding? You have to hold the thing so.
Your first mic. You ain't familiar with that kind of width.
Good.
Okay, so someone wants to know what would you consider to be a normal amount of ejaculation?
Look at this. This woman started listening to me at 12 and now she's 36. Work out the mathematics for that fellow who got up there. The fellow who says 21 and not 23. Yeah. What you saying?
What would you consider to be a normal amount of ejaculation?
When you ejaculate, do you ever feel a man breaking inside you? Ejaculating inside you? You ever see a man ejaculate on your face? Right. How much time you spray you? How much ropes you get?
Like 4.
That lies real plenty. 3 is the normal.
Like 4.
Right.
Get one on your head.
One hit in your eye. Then you aim it for your nose.
Oh my God.
Well, next time don't shake your head. You have to say yes or no, They know if... Next time I ask you a question, then I say it.
Right.
This is not television, How much time you get it? 3 times? Well, look at that. She's an expert. And I the little girl. And I the little girl on the set.
Someone wants to know if you could repeat the number. No.
1-868-740-1961. If you go and you Google my name, you'll find my number anywhere. My email address is my full name, girirajramnanan @gmail.com. But if you want to contact me, it's 1-868-740-1961. And you can get me anytime. My phone is with me all the time. Sometimes I have to put it on when I go in and eat though. And other things. So let's go down the road. I hear all your.
What's the
What's
side
the-
effect of
oh.
a hysterectomy?
Oh, well, you have a lot of detrimental side effects. Women don't feel for sex anymore. Remember, you're removing your reproductive system, which is also the control system for your libido, you know. It comes like if somebody slice off your balls. Look at his face. If somebody takes off your balls, what's going to happen? If somebody kick you in your balls, what do you just feel? You just feel to have sex? You're in pain for a few days. So you remove the womb. I'm making it a fun way so you entertain. But seriously, if you remove the reproductive system of a woman, the hormone levels are going to get messed up. She's no longer going to have the feelings for sex. She's going to be dry in the vagina. She will not react the way she's supposed to react to stimulation, like such as stimulation. I thought you were going to touch. When I said stimulation, I thought your hand would have reached across.
Oh, right.
Stimulation like that? Nice. That is what we're talking about.
So somebody is asking, if someone imagine being with someone else while with partner, does that mean the person has lost interest?
No. We need all kind of stimulation when we're having sex. How many? You could guarantee that the person that you with thinking about you when you're having sex, he or she might be thinking about the neighbor next door, or some fella they see in the mall, or somebody they met, they encounter, or some woman who was crossing the road. The brain is your largest sex organ. Do you know that? Your brain is your largest sex organ, meaning you can be with your partner making love, and you could be thinking about the girl that you made love to 2 years ago and what she did to blow your mind. That's how large the brain is. Now, the largest sex organ that you possess in terms of area is your skin. This. There are erogenous zones. There are nerve endings. What are you doing there? What are you doing with your skin?
They want to see she out.
Oh, they want to see she out.
No matter.
I have anything? Oh, not underneath. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said that's why I have trust issues. For which question is that? No, but you don't know, and you yourself cannot guarantee me if I am making love to you that you are concentrating on me. You might be thinking about something else. You might be thinking about the feelings, but also what the feelings is doing to you or how it was done before. You might be comparing me. I don't know. So just make love and enjoy it.
Okay, so someone wants to know, what is the normal time for a man to recharge after he breaks?
Ah, very good question. Your refactoring period is normally 20 to 35 minutes. Anyone who goes beyond that, you have a poor refractoring period. Anyone who refractors before that, like the 18-year-old, you're real good. Keep on doing it. A 18-year-old don't go ass off. You remember when he was 18?
Stamina.
No, it's not stamina.
It's venom.
Your testosterone level high. You break and your penis still hard. You're ready to go again.
Somebody want tips for gagging.
Before the tips for gagging, I want to answer this. Tips to make your break taste better: coconut water, pineapple juice, cranberry juice. Drink it in abundance, and your break will taste nice.
You're going out of style.
Yeah. And young coconut jelly. Oh my God. Don't take things like milk and milk. Don't make your break taste better. Eh? Milk is not for that.
Especially when women have those things too.
So what was the other question now about?
Tips for gagging.
You mean not to gag?
I guess that's what the person
Right.
wants.
Tips
wants
not to
tips for
gag.
gagging.
Relax your throat. Don't ram your penis down the woman's throat. Take your time. Insert it. And let her get accustomed to it going down the throat. And then she will start with, she has to learn to breathe. Breathing is important. And while breathing, remember a woman will naturally want to gag. So while you're breathing, you breathe, relax the throat, and allow the penis to go in. It's like you're swallowing it.
Okay.
But you must trust the person. Because next time you lock it in inside there and you start to beat up like a fowl. You ever beat up like a fowl?
Nah, never be up like a
You
frog.
never had the right.
Okay. Could you explain diabetes and ED?
Of course. Persons who have diabetes, it's a circulatory disease. It's a disease of the blood. Obviously, if you have diabetes, it's going to affect you and it's going to affect the valves in the penis. Once the valves in the penis are affected, blood will flow out and flow in and flow back out at the same speed. So you can't get erection. For you to get an erection, blood has to flow in at one speed and stay in the penis, and a little bit comes out. And you have a constant flow. So diabetes affects the quality of your erection, it affects the ability to get erection, and your performance. I have plenty more to it, but
Somebody want tips on how to get a girl.
hey, no, but that's a serious thing.
No, like for real.
It
We
is
say
a
you just
serious
need
thing. A lot
girl.
of men don't know how to talk to a girl, or they don't know how to get a girl, GL.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Well, Trinidad colloquial, but
gal.
talk English.
A
Talk English.
girlfriend. He wants to know how
Because
to
we
get
have
a
people in
girlfriend.
English countries who don't understand what we say as Trinidadians and as Caribbean people.
Right.
How you get a girl, GYAL, right? Or GL.
GYAL.
Okay. To get a girlfriend, you have to. Okay, it's like this. A man will tell me he want a good woman, but he like me only in rum shop. You'll get a good woman in rum shop. You're not going to get a good woman in rum shop. So if you want to get a girl, are you going to hang out where only boys are hanging out? You have to hang out where there are girls. And first of all, you have to be attracted to someone. When you are attracted to that person, the first thing you do is smile with the person. If the person smile back, it's because she has where's the word by? The word just fly out of my head there. She acknowledge you. So she know you are wrong. So the next time you see her, you smile again, and she'll smile again. And that is your opening to go and start talking to the person. And you don't start talking and say, hey girl, I want to bully you, You have to say, darling, or good afternoon, my name is so-and-so. Your shirt is very nice, or your skirt is nice. Or you compliment her on something that, fellas forget how to compliment women, Compliment the woman on something, her hair. Women just take so much time to fix their hair and thing. Oh God.
Yes.
Compliment her on her hair. You know, it have plenty husband, they doesn't even notice when their wife cut their hair. That's the next thing.
Wow.
And they talk about foreplay. Or they quarrel with their wife and they want to go and have sex tonight. That's not going to happen. Right. So once you get that opening with the smile, it is up to you now to start talking to the person. And you talk to the person with simplicity. You don't try to be arrogant. You don't try to show off. You don't try to project yourself. Don't lie. Never lie when you start in a relationship. Don't lean up on a car and say, this car is mine, and the next man jump in it and drive off with it. Never go and pick up a woman with the car that you borrow from your partner and say that is yours. Don't lie to a woman, because the minute you lie to a woman, she'll never trust you again. Well, when I say woman, I say girl. Don't lie to no girl. Like you run out, I think, to ask me, boy.
When a man likes to hang out with another man, what does that mean?
Men like to hang out with men. There's nothing in that. If you see two of them bullying, that's something different. But man like to hang out with man. There's nothing wrong with that, men. There's something called male bonding. Men like to have guy as friends because they enjoy the same things. For example, a man might like fishing and his wife don't like to go fishing with him. So you have a partner who he just go and fish with. And next man like to go and sit down in the rum shop and drink rum. And you have a partner who he just drink rum with. And next man like to play cards. And you have a partner who just play cards. So men like to bond with other men. It doesn't mean to say they having a sexual relationship. As a matter of fact, they may not even talking about things sexual.
Someone asks, what made you want to become a sexologist?
Very good question. But if I answer that, you will not believe me. It was my dream when I was a teenager, and I worked towards it. I did a lot of research, a lot of practical work, and that I say practical because some of you don't know how to do the practical, and a lot of studies. to reach where I am today. But it was a dream I had when I was a teenager. And everybody will know, I always say that. My life is an open book, you know. For those of you who've been listening to me for years, will know all the things that I'm saying is true. And I've never deviated from the things that I've said. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you used to be on the radio with me long ago. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, someone wants to know how to stay intimate in a long distance relationship.
It's not easy to do that, but to be intimate with somebody, you must remember all the anniversaries and birthdays and things that are important to the person. You must compliment them on things. You must send little gift like a gift card. Some people don't write. People still send cards and things. Send a
No.
nice little love
I
card.
don't think so.
Sweetheart, you know, you're still the apple of my eyes and you're the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. How hard it is to write that. That's what you do in a long distance relationship. You compliment the person, you let the person know that they're important to you. It's not just texting. Texting does not have the essence. Your handwriting have more power than texting. Your words from your mouth have more power than texting. So please, folks, remember those things. Remember how to tell the person that you love them, that you care for them, that you want them in your life forever, that they are the one to make you complete. You suddenly get silent, girl. Like you have a long distance relationship enough. Why do you ask too much about this long distance relationship?
that's the
No.
people
I don't trust you.
The
I don't
people
trust you.
question.
You just saying that.
Yes, I got
Some good pickup lines.
it.
It's simple. It's very simple. You compliment the person on something. You ask the person. A simple thing. Put your watch in your pocket and ask the person the time. But anytime you see the problem with society today, anytime you see a girl, she like this. You know why they just be doing that? They don't want to be bothered. But all you have to do is say, oh, what? You must be doing something very interesting there, girl, because you're so beautiful and you just have your face in a phone.
Looking for people questions here.
You're still looking. Oh, I know see where you got that from.
Yeah,
And
that's
what
not
is happening?
it's not-
What is
it's
happening
not
to my
me.
what is happening to my YouTube live?
We have. Yeah.
Everybody
we don't
TikToking?
have- Okay, we have.
Well, I not. Let me go. How you doesn't know what we have here? There?
178
Okay.
people.
Only? I thought we'd reach a million. Hey, this million thing, I like it, you know. I reached 1 million views on one of my TikTok and another two.
That's the addiction.
I like it. It means I'm doing something right.
Okay. Okay. So is cervical orgasms an actual thing?
Yes, it's called the Y spot. It's right behind the cervix. Not jamming on the cervix, because that could bruise the cervix and it's very painful. At the back of the cervix, there's a nice woman who like fisting. I think that's like that. But when you and you, I'm teaching you something. So you know what happened?
Yeah.
Taught her something to this week there, and she was playing herself. You know.
Well, see, like next week Wednesday or something, get time to rest on it. Recovery.
Oh Lord.
She don't need that.
Okay.
She don't need that. She deadly boy. What?
Okay. Recurrent yeast infections and UTI is normal.
No. Anything that is negative to your body, how could that be normal? It cannot be normal. It means to say something is wrong. And there's something called the ping pong effect. If your partner does not get treated together with you, he or she is going to pass it back on to you. So both parties have to be treated at the same time for the same ailment. So if you have a UTI, your partner have to get treated for that also. The bacteria is being passed back and forth. So understand that now, please. Please. So what?
Somebody asked me, is the best way to boost your testosterone as a man?
The best way is to boost your testosterone as a man.
Yeah.
Check your testosterone level and make sure it's optimum. And if it's not optimum, get treated for it. That's the only way you can boost your testosterone. People say if you exercise, you're boosting your testosterone. You need testosterone to exercise. When you sleep, you replenish testosterone, you don't boost your testosterone. And there's no food to replace testosterone. There's no food out there that you eat. You don't, people say, I go and eat a pack of nuts, I put in something in my back. That's the most foolish thing they could say. Or I go and drink a punch. A punch only have a set of condensed milk in it. I know all them punch men go vex, but it ain't good for you. You give you diabetes faster than anything else. So all these fallacies that we have as Caribbean people, that if we do this and if we do that. Now, there are certain types of food that is essential for a man. Salmon fish, avocado, watermelon, celery, asparagus, oysters, almond nuts. Those things are very good to maintain your testosterone level. But if you have low testosterone, you feel you're going to raise it? The answer is no. Get treated. Everybody want a shortcut, eh?
I have a fun question here.
Wait, can you deal with ED over the phone? Of course I can. I've dealt with ED all over. Once you're in a country where you could get the items that you need to get, you go and buy it. You could go to any pharmacy and buy it.
We have a fun question.
Go ahead with
here.
one question.
Do your angels only give men massage or women as well?
Women, oh, but they're asking answers.
Sure.
But what kind of thing is that? Woman and man, woman. Hey, I'm a Jamaican right now. Woman and man. Both.
Oh, okay.
Both. And by the way, we have a giveaway for Instagram. Those who go and follow me on Instagram can win a massage with this angel right here. This one right here. That's why she's here. Wait. Yeah. Show them how it is massage. Massage my shoulder.
Appease the gods.
Massage my shoulder. Let me. Oh yes. Oh, don't go there. Don't go that there. Not that spot. I saw weak spot, you know. So careful. She could massage. Don't worry. You could get a massage from her. And she wiggling the bum. See. You see how wicked they are? Because they know I like the derriere, she wiggling it. Let me get back on track here, boy.
Can erectile dysfunction be reversed?
Of course. That's what we do all the time.
Why is it painful when I have sex?
Painful sex comes from a dry vagina, a vagina that is not compliant or moving about or stretching as it's supposed to, hitting the womb or the cervix of the vagina, because some guys believe you have to bang out a vagina, right? They don't know about the whine and the slow movement and the in and out, because they see that in porn. By the way, porn is not educational. So, doing things that are going to cause hurt and harm to the vagina will cause pain. Now, if you have an issue with the elasticity of your vagina, that will also cause you to have pain. So there are many things that can cause you to have pain in your vagina. If you have an infection, that also causes you to get pain in your vagina.
Okay, and someone wants to know how often they need to be tested,
For what?
HIV and stuff.
If you're sexually active with many partners, every 6 months.
Is there a cure for herpes?
There is a treatment for herpes that we used to get. We haven't gotten it in a while, so right now it's on hold. But I know it was done by Nova University, a university that I attended. So, good evening. I'm listening to you via YouTube. I've been listening to you for the past 19 years. 18 years of being in one relationship, married the same person for 3 years now with a bouncing baby boy, 17 months old. I want to say a special good evening to my beautiful, sexy wife, Anisha. And I know he has been an ardent and loyal fan of my program and myself for years, this young man from the Sangre Grande area. So I thank you very much again, Mark.
Somebody said they want a massage from the angel.
Well, of course, walk through the phone. Or come to Total Image in St. Augustine. Call 645-4543. If you have ever heard the song. You ever heard the song? 645-4543?
No.
Look at that, eh? We have to play that for them. I find you just lapse, you know. You is the man who have all those things archived and you wouldn't play the song for them. Ember sang 2 songs about Dr. Raj and Sexplosion and you wouldn't play it for them. So how would they know? Working here, doing massages, being on my program that there's 2 tunes that were made about me, I'll fire you. Pack up your bag.
No, I see somebody asking for that. I see them asking for that. Tell them don't get it.
Well, you should be playing in the background all now.
Can someone 45 years get pregnant?
If they still have their period, if they have gone through menopause, the answer is no, 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 no.
Are there massages in the South Branch?
All branches have massages. All. Call the branch and make Sexy's in TV. And Sexy does do a real good massage for you.
She said she's gonna make a booking for you.
Who booking for who?
Yeah, a young lady here, she want the angel. She want a massage, so she gonna make the booking.
Yeah. Just call 645-4543. You want to give your name or are we holding up on that?
Bobby.
Ask for Bobby. Tell them you want Bobby to massage you. Barbie doll. The next thing you know, they feel Barbie doll is an underage doll, you know. Show them again. That they're not underage. Show them the breast.
Yeah.
Show them the breast so they know it's not underage.
Cup it.
Yes. No, I don't believe in bleaching cream, so I wouldn't sell anything like that. Things that I don't believe in, I would not even endorse it.
And somebody wants to know if it has does it go further than numbers?
Way up or down? There is a cream for lightening the vagina, but it's not a bleaching cream that people has been using for the skin tone and whatnot. That is used to lighten the tone around the vagina. What's the name of it? Coochie cream? Yeah, coochie cream. Yes.
Yeah.
Today I was telling you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went and used it and you didn't? Oh, yeah, sorry. Ooh. I just come and you don't even come and say hello. You just come and shop by me in St. Augustine and you don't even come and say hello, Dr. Raj. How are you? Why you always treat me like that? I will talk to any one of my clients, any one of my customer, any one of my fan, anywhere. People have stopped me in wedding. I was there with my wife and children. They will stop and talk to me and I will stop and talk to them. Why you can't come and tell me hello? I don't bite nobody unless they ask me to.
No, I don't know if they're hiring masseuse.
Yes, we are. We always hire in masseuse because people always want a change. Balantis, yes, that could be treated. That is when the pores are clogged around the area and the glands are not secreting. And it swells up with fluid.
She said next time she'll come and say hi.
Please, thank you. By the way, what is her name?
She has a word user.
Well, no, I will. She'll tell me she's so and so. That's another thing, you know. People just meet me and they expect that I'm going to remember them from talking to them 15 years ago.
It's been Nikki Groupie.
Nikki. Okay, Nikki.
What can be done to low sex drive?
To
To low sex drive.
There are many persons who suffer from a very high sex drive. But I have to say suffer because they don't want it.
Right.
Right? They don't want it because their partner can't keep up with them. And they are frustrated also because they're not getting sexual satisfaction. They don't want to horn their husband. They don't want to horn their wife. If you have a very high sex drive, try meditation. Try something to control it. But do not take anything to lessen your sex drive because it's going to interfere with your hormones. I have 1 or 2 patients like that, but it's not a nice situation.
We have somebody from the US that wants to come visit.
Visit Trinidad for the massage?
Visit you.
They could. But my office is in St. Augustine. I'm 10 or 15 minutes from the airport. You can come and visit me anytime. I have clients that come from all over the world too. Because of cricket. That's my popularity with treating patients throughout the world is because of cricket. Most of the cricketers in the world know me because I interact with cricketers. And they know of my treatment, they know of the things that I do. And the word spread among cricketers. So persons from outside of Trinidad come to Trinidad when they come during cricket season and whatnot, and they come and visit me. So why can't you?
At your center, do you conduct all STI, ST testing?
We don't do the actual testing at my center, but we give you the prescription and we direct you where to go. And the reason why we don't do actual testing at my clinic, I don't want anyone to ever accuse me of manipulating the results. So we send you to an independent lab to have those things done. If you and your husband going out and he looking at an ex-woman, what wrong with that, man? Man a visual. If I miss a woman, my wife will say, Mr. One. I say, nah, miss she. I see she coming around the corner. Before she take the corner, I see her. Men are visual, don't get vexed for them thing. I see some women that want to be pinching a man and slapping a man and thing if they're looking at a next woman. He only looking, he ain't touching. I hope not. Is who?
Let's safe to use.
If it's not recommended by a sexologist or a professional, it's not safe to use. You shouldn't be going and buying something like that to simply use it, right? You find that to be disrespectful. Okay, if it is disrespectful, you have to tell your husband that it is disrespectful to you and you don't want him doing it anymore. So wear blinders when you're going on the road. Cover your eyes. Don't watch nobody else. And you should also do the same thing. Don't watch anybody else. If you see a man walking out naked and he ding-a-ling swinging, don't watch him. Why do people want to control people so much?
You're always looking.
Nothing wrong with looking, please. If you're making an issue out of those things, you'll make an issue out of anything in your life.
Somebody was asking earlier if it's okay to eat
The vagina?
no,
The
the
punky?
neighbor to the back.
Oh, the anus?
Yeah.
It's called analingus. Were you afraid to use the word? It's called analingus, and if your partner is clean and you're okay with it, why not? Munch away. You're not eating the excrement from the anus, you're eating the anus. And there are lots of nerve ending in the anus that feels good. Correct?
Make it
Yes.
taste good. Oh yeah, let's say, you say yes.
Yes,
Get it?
yes.
Chorus. You see that's what they like the toast later and thing, man. Eh? Unless you turn the favor.
Sophia, that is the kind of wife to be. You like my wife. No, analingus is part of sexual. If you are in love with a woman and you have a woman and you care for her and you cherish your relationship, it's from sucking the toe to the eyelid.
Some people in the comments say it feels really good. Mm-hmm.
Look at that smile on your face. Man.
Like you had it done
You related
recently.
to smoke, huh? That smile.
Wait.
Eh?
You from Nicki Minaj country? Did somebody ask that?
You like you just in the alphabet in the back there?
Don't know.
Like the vibration in the back there?
I don't choose any question to answer. If once the question is asked, I answer it. But I can't see all the questions. The bamboo branch always open. It's just 6 buildings down from where you're accustomed to going. That's all you need to do. Check 6 buildings, heading south from where we were before, and we're there. We have been there for the last 2 years. So the bamboo branch has not, it's just moved. Yes, you have a very nice voice. I agree with that. So the person who wants to know where the bamboo branch is, it's 6 buildings down from where we were before. Count 6 buildings. We're between the 2 big buildings. Heading south, eh? So why this person say I choosing which question to answer? What question they have? Give me the question, man. Let me answer them.
That is why we can't see all the questions.
They don't realize questions coming up on questions, you know. You feel you're the only person listening to us. Anyway, the little bantan thing is the entertaining part of it, eh? Oh, I find all you going silent all of a sudden, like you're really choosing what question to answer, to ask. Oh, you still studying how you feel with the analingus? That's why you're whining so? You still whining on it?
I'm telling you.
You're rolling that bottom.
Well, I'll say I did done. The jury light on
Anyway, next question, guys. How do I know if there's something off about my vaginal discharge?
That's a simple question to answer. You'll smell it. You could do the smell test. You put your fingers by your vagina, you pass it into the crease, you take some of the slime and you smell it. The smell test will tell you that. But some women, their breath is bad, so you can imagine down there. If they don't take care of their breath, which is their mouth is close to their nose, how are they going to take care of their vagina? Come on, people. Personal hygiene is a must.
Again,
If you want a man to go down on you and your vagina smelling like the labas, how are you going to go down on you?
again, what's the protocol for cleaning down there?
Water, water, water.
Only.
Don't use soap.
Don't use soap in the vagina. Do not try to scrub out the vagina. The vagina is self-cleaning. Any sexologist or any gynecologist or anyone will tell you that. Any doctor will tell you. All you have to do is wash out the vagina properly. If you have to douche out after your period, only once for the month, using a mixture of vinegar and warm water, and douche out the vagina. That's it. Water, agua. Now, if you have a constant smell of your vagina, watch your diet, the things that you're eating, and check to see if you have polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovaries. If you have a UTI, it's going to change the smell. If you have any STD or STI, it's going to change the smell. No, I don't want to be a comedian. People go laugh at me. All my ancestries is Desi. Every single one. I am 99.9% Desi. My great-grandfather on both sides and great-grandmother on both sides came from India. I have absolutely no mixture in my blood. I could tell you that. I did my ancestries, I did my DNA testing, I did everything. So I'm 100. In Trinidad we say 112%, 12.5%. That is VAT inclusive now. And I'm very proud of it. It is not a racial statement. I'm very proud to say that I'm East Indian, I'm East Indian heritage, I'm a Hindu, and I'm a Trinidadian. First and foremost. You see my flag in the back there? Don't block it with your breast. Block it. Like a flag in the back. Living in Trinidad, but is Indian. Trinity to the bone. I always maintain that.
Let me see what else I got here.
For those who keep asking and saying we missing the question,
Ask it back. That's all you have to do instead of we missing your question, ask it back. But yes, polycystic ovarian syndrome causes a smell. It's a smell like if you have a scab on your skin and you peel it off. Or you smell, it smells like that. Information. Thank you very much. You see, I'll hire you back. You get back your work. All the time you play the fool. You play the ass. Now you get back in class.
Yeah, you should be a comedian for you. You can do it.
What?
You could be a comedian for you.
I don't want to be a comedian. People laugh at me. Not with me, They'll say, hey, look at that man on the stage. Let me laugh at him.
You walk with 2 inches, let them go.
Hey, talking about that, let's give the people, if you want to contact me, my WhatsApp number, you can send me a WhatsApp now. Look, at my next phone here. I have one here, and my next phone here. 1-868-740-1961. And it is my WhatsApp, and I answer all my questions on my WhatsApp. I do that. Nobody does do it for me.
Someone wants to know why do they feel not to have sex at all? No sex.
Some people just don't have sexual feelings because that's the way they were grown up. That's the way they were cultivated. Their brain have not been exposed to that. Some persons maybe have been abused at a young age. So there's a disconnect from their sexual side. Some persons may have had painful relationship because of the type of sex that they have, rape and other things. So there are many reasons a person may not be attuned to their sexual side, and that's one of the things we do at the Adult Therapy Center. We help you to overcome these things. I didn't say it fast. It's 1-866-870-1961. Right. Somebody asked a question here that is, what are other ways to treat polycystic? I don't believe in using something for the side effects of it. As a matter of fact, we don't use drugs to treat polycystic ovarian syndrome. We use other things to treat it. So, right. Somebody just sent me, you see somebody listening, they just sent a WhatsApp. If you want to make an appointment, call, I'm putting it here, 662-1759 or 285-9739. You make an appointment.
Somebody also asked what is the fee, the consultation?
$500. Did you get that? Okay. All these women with me, where you want me to have man? I like women around me. Anywhere I am. I have no, who want to be gay, that's their prerogative, right? I like women around me all the time. Yes, TT, not US. No, no, no. I don't. I am in Trinidad, so I charge Trinidad and Tobago dollars. Yes, of course I support LBGT, I support everybody. I'm a sexologist. This is what people don't understand. To be a sexologist, you have to be a very open-minded individual. You don't discriminate about anyone and their sexuality. There's no discrimination. I have had men, since I went on TikTok, we have about 20 men coming on to me, sending me pictures of the penis and all kind of thing. All I tell them, I compliment them on it, and I done with that. I am not interested in it. What I'm interested in is myself.
Explain the consultation, because asking if the fee is just for the consultation only.
Initial consultation fee in Trinidad is $500. If you're in the US or if you want to convert it, it's $75 US. Consultation thereafter is the same $75 for each consultation that you have to do. Normally it takes about 7 to 9 consultation to treat a problem if it's long standing. If it's short, it takes about 3 to 5. If it's very short, it takes 1.
Do you think birth control causes weight gain?
Some people, yes.
I get
Again, it interferes with your hormone. You gain weight when you were taking it?
Mm-hmm.
So you were slimmer than this?
Yeah.
Don't get slimmer than this, you know.
I was just-
Don't lose anything there, you know.
So,
Yeah.
Don't lose anything there, you know.
The updated version. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
For this iOS update,
yeah. This is what 16.5. I'll take the 16.5.
Yeah.
What?
A whole more than just a snack there. You know?
Yes, when you have a cyst in that area of your body, it may be where it's attached to. It is very painful. Any cyst is very painful. As a matter of fact, if you touch the area, it's sore. So, treatment is needed. They want to see you, darling. You think they should? We should give them that privilege. Hear what? If you all come on next week, I promise you that I'll ask her to show her face.
You know, you might have to do the after dark. You know?
The after that, boy, if you do after that on TikTok, they go bad me.
No, not on TikTok. We're doing it here live. They have to come here live. We're doing a live audience.
You mean like what we just do upstairs?
Yeah.
But we did that already. Wait, maybe we have to do
No,
you mean we have to do another one?
Yeah, you see it again, don't you?
Ladies, if all you want to come and see the live, let us know. As a matter of fact, let us know. Whatever all you want, we can do it, you know.
Yeah.
If all you want to come, let me tell you.
We're doing it live.
If only have a fetish and only want to come and play with women's feet, which we have some lovely women feet here, you could come and play with your feet. If you want to get massaged by 2 women at the same time and you want to be in a room and get that experience, we do it here. Anything you want, we could do here. I'm available on a Thursday in South, and that is in Debe. In Princestown on a Tuesday. Call each branch or call the numbers that I gave out and they'll give you the branch number.
So we have around the questions here, right?
By the amount of messages start to
Somebody
come.
now asking, what's the best natural food to eat for lasting long?
There is no food for lasting long. How could you eat a food and last long? What's the relationship between your stomach and your penis? What in your stomach going to make your penis last longer?
Eat some avocado there, you know.
And you can last long?
Yeah.
Guacamole.
I now drink some coconut water, some electrolytes now, fight till I up, man.
That is a fallacy, boy.
What do you think of toys and which ones are the best to use?
I love
And
toys.
Your tongue on the road. And your thoughts on the road. So.
Oh, my tongue. Oh! I flick out my tongue there, no?
At first I accustomed my tongue there and I thought it's tongue that's it.
Yeah. But I am all for the use of toys. Men should not be intimidated by it. As a matter of fact, they should be encouraging their partner to use it, or they should be using it with their partner.
Use those tools before you use your tool.
Yeah. And get it started, and then you can use your tool.
Warm them up. Warm them up.
Ooh, we have how many minutes again? Oh,
10.
I'm not hearing Mac Daddy. Are you still there, Master Control?
You get lost in it.
No.
Yeah, he's still there. But he may have stepped out.
Oh.
So many doctors have told me that birth control does not make you gain weight.
Well, everybody interacts differently, but again, that's a matter of opinion, but we have seen it happen.
And you're like, I'm beautiful.
You're proof of that. Well, not everybody will react the same way.
You might want to see that.
Yeah, let me see that. Let me see that again. Just your hand. We don't have to see your face.
Now do it blue just. No,
Let me do the one that you did just now. We look where you put in the camera. Come, do that one there. That you just did, the kiss up one kind of thing. Let me get a little jealous now.
Let's move the mic there a little bit.
Let me get a little jealous now. You'll need to contact me. The person who says that after their third child they had problems feeling sexual, you will need to contact me and we'll need to do a consultation for that because I need to ask you a question. I need to have all the information to give you a correct answer. I don't want to just give you a blasé reply that doesn't apply to you. Then you'll say, Dr. Rajan, what are you doing?
So someone wants to know.
Hemorrhoid treatment, you should go to a proctologist for that. There are doctors for everything, A doctor that deals with the anus is called a proctologist. Go to a proctologist or go to your GP and he will recommend you to go to a proctologist for hemorrhoid issue. That is not a sexual problem. I deal with sex. S-E-X.
So what do you do when your man is going out with his friends and leaving you home alone?
Well, that is not a good thing.
What does do when your man leave you home alone?
She just called. My phone is be ringing out. Oh shit, I just set out myself there, boy.
What kind of gadgets she have is why trying to fish out.
Well, she just said me bring over this toy and bring over that toy and bring over this toy.
Hey. That toy.
Yes, there is a side effect to persons who like to over-masturbate. Anyone who over-masturbate, you are going to... First time I realized that. I didn't have this here. A knob there. What that for?
No person.
Okay. Boy, these things will kill me, What that for? And you wouldn't tell me, Yeah. So, over-masturbation is as bad as not masturbating. Overuse of anything, you're going to damage it. Underuse of anything, you're going to lose the effects of it.
So, one question. What happened?
Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. I see it there. Okay.
What happens if your husband don't have time for you sexually, but only working most?
Speak to him and let him know that he needs to spend time with you in a sexual way. He needs to take care of your sexual needs. Let him know that. And if it continues, well, then he's looking for problems because things are going to happen. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Put something in your mouth.
On the topic of, the masturbation, how often is too often?
If you're masturbating 3 and 4 times a day, that is too often. If you're masturbating more than 5 times for the week, that is overdoing it. And it depends on your age. If you're young, you could do it more often. If you're older, control it.
And I like to add on to, what is the difference between man and woman? Because women can masturbate too.
I assume when you asked the question, it had to do with men. If it's women, and that's a wrong assumption, I'm making an ass out of you and me. So let me stop that. If it's women, you could masturbate as much as you want. That's the difference. A woman can have sex as much as she wants and she don't lose the feelings and whatnot. A man, by the way, prostitutes, I think, could have sex with 10, 12, what do woman say, 10 times for the day?
Yeah, 10.
Right, let me say 10 times for the day.
In
Right?
a night, nowadays. A night. They have 24, she say a night.
Oh, 10 times a day. And she personally said?
No.
You're not one of the customers?
No.
Okay, I see. All right, we'll mash breaks with that one. 5 minutes again? Okay, Mark, you there? You abandon us? I told you the best toy to use would be a vibrator. A plain, simple vibrator.
And thing with speed.
No, it had to be, different speed, yeah.
Know your speed.
I know which speed is suitable for you. What is this? Hi, Raj. My boyfriend gets very bad chest pain during sex all the time before ejaculate. That's not good. Not good at all. He needs to be checked out by a doctor. That is not a sexology problem. That is a problem for a doctor to deal with. Getting chest pain during sex is not a good thing.
This question popped up again. How to check your testosterone level?
You come to the adult therapy center, I give you a prescription, and you go to get your testosterone levels checked out by blood, together with other things that you'll have to do, because not just your testosterone you get checked out. People feel it's just the testosterone you need to check. It's not. There are other things that you need to check together with your testosterone. And I'm not going to give out that information over the air. Come and see me. Too much of free advice.
Now, because again, the free advice means they must go and self-medicate.
That's why, that's why, you see, when you give out too much advice and too much of information, people feel they could self-medicate. They feel that they could take care of themselves. No, that's not so. You have to see a professional for certain things.
You know, some people will be shy and that kind of thing, so they want the information, so they're afraid to come see you because they feel you might judge them because they might have that experience with somebody. Sometimes
I don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody. I am here to help people. I'm not Judge Judy. Neither am I Judge Raj.
Your health is your wealth.
What happened with you?
There's a toy she come back with there?
All of a sudden she come back giggling.
Yeah, boy.
And you know she hand between she leg?
Yeah.
Why your hands between your legs?
I feel we had a lunch.
I think I'm going to show them your leg. Let me show them your leg. Let me show them your leg. Let me show them how sexy that leg is. Let me show them how sexy that leg is. Oh, God. Look, let me show you the little bottom there. I want to call it a little bottom. Put the two bottoms together. Steamy. Only people on TikTok get to see that. I go tell you that one. Bottom in the road.
Lord, oh my God.
Nobody can tell you how you ask it, though. You have to get a truck. She can't just move that just so. There's a truck she had to get to move that.
Even a truck, a jumbo jet.
So wait, you stop at reading questions? Are people still sending questions? Oh, we have 2 minutes. So folks, we have reached the end of our program. I turn you back to Master Control over at Power 102. For those of you on TikTok,
You can see it.
continue supporting my videos. Look at it. Go on to Instagram, and we have a competition in Instagram where you can win a massage from one of these young ladies here, male and female. We have a drawing for male and we have a drawing for female next week, Saturday. So those of you who go on to the TikTok and you follow me, not TikTok, Instagram, and you follow me, you have a chance of winning one of these ladies a massage. What's it called? An executive VIP?
Yeah.
A VIP massage. Ooh.
Penthouse.
Now, VIP massage. And the value of that is about
We're
$800.
gonna post that tonight.
And she posting it tonight.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for joining me. For those of you who have your questions, keep it coming. Your comments, keep it coming. Contact me via WhatsApp. I've had about 10 persons contact me so far. I have no problem with answering persons. But if there are things that I need to find out from you, you will need to join the clinic. Good evening. Be safe. Dr. Raj is out.
X.
X marks